What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kevin back at it again. A number of you reached out to me wondering where the heck I went because I just stopped making content suddenly and seemed to have just vanished. So first of all, thank you to all of you who have been reaching out to me. I'm doing very well, thank you. Now, truth be told, I purposely took a month off from creating content so that I could refill my cup. After all, it's impossible to pour anything out of an empty vessel. Just try running a marathon on an empty stomach. We can get so busy creating content and pouring out to other people. But every now and then, you need to really take time for yourself to get refreshed. And now that I'm back at it, and I'm going to quickly share with you a few things that I did to help me feel rejuvenated, which hopefully will help you if you're feeling like you also need a little bit of a top up. This may seem pretty simple and fairly obvious, yet we struggle to do this, a lot of us. Life is full of emotions, full of things to do, full of places to go. And with all these things going on, how often do we really slow down enough to process them all? Isn't it funny just how easy it is to be busy, yet so impossible to just sit in silence? And I suppose maybe it's because it's hard for us to find time to relax, but it's important for us to make time to relax instead of just trying to find it. And because when we take time to slow down, it allows us to reflect on what really matters most, put aside the distractions, focus on yourself, and soak up all that well-deserved self-care. I recently got back from a trip to Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, where we went to visit some friends of ours who had just celebrated their 30th wedding anniversary. So shout out to Judy and Jason. And while we were there, my wife and I had the pleasure of observing our very first powwow at the Garden River First Nation. Now, there was something amazingly humbling about being on a First Nation reserve, taking in the culture and being exposed to the traditions of a people unlike our own. And the feeling of unity, the beautiful songs, the traditional garments, and all of this just had this really electrifying energy. And in a world where we can easily become self-absorbed, embracing the cultures and the customs of others can really help bring new meaning to things. It can help you appreciate the things that you have, and it really does open your eyes to the things you normally wouldn't think about. I had the fortunate ability to celebrate another birthday during the month of August. And in fact, there were a number of friends and family members of mine that also celebrated birthdays during this time. And it felt so nice just to sit in the presence of others, reflect, laugh, share jokes, and spend time. Now, there were times when I wanted to break out my camera and, of course, start recording all of our happenings and festivities. But ultimately, all that would really do is distract me from being in the present. And truly spending quality time with those that you love is definitely a key ingredient to regrounding yourself. Now, I'm fortunate enough to live not too difficult of a drive away from one of the largest waterfalls in the entire world, the beautiful Niagara Falls. And anyone who's had the opportunity to visit this amazing wonder can appreciate the sound of that roaring waterfall. Now I could just sit and listen to that rushing water for hours on end, and doing so really helps you to take your mind off the busyness of life. And Ironically, looking at the water powerfully cascading over the falls is symbolic of refilling your cup. And if you're lucky enough, you'll catch a rainbow at the same time, and it'll help you be reminded that refilling your cup provides you the opportunity to shine light to other people. As content creators, as motivational speakers, as empaths, as simply human beings, every now and then we must take time to replenish our soul. And with a renewed sense of purpose, I look forward to continue sharing my insights with you and creating content that will help you achieve the best version of you. Until the next video, peace and love.